y2 minus y1 squared.
Yep. And it's all under the square root
Radical?
symbol.
Yeah.
Or the radical.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
The midpoint is when you take the average of two ordered pairs.
Are we writing this down?
You can if you want to. If you already know it, you don't gotta write it down. So I take my two x's, I find the average. I find the average of my y's.
The lowercase letter? I mean uppercase letter, sorry.
So you can do it.
The lines are lowercase, you're right.
Right. So a capital, cursive, letter. How else can you name a plane?
Oh, you can name it with the 2 points it possesses? Like A, B,
How many points would you need to name a plane? You're close.
2.
3.
Oh, yeah.
Or by 3 points.
Oh, by a plane. Okay, I thought we were talking
How about a line? How do you name a line?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
That's the lowercase cursive letter. How many points do you need to name a line?
2. Sorry,
2.
that's what I was thinking of.
2 points to name it. Alright, Caleb, how many points do you need to name a point? Trick question.
Say again?
How do you name a point?
How do you name a point? Like what's on the...
Yeah, it's just a capital letter. It's a trick question. Alright. So we're going to talk about how to name triangles, but this is not on your homework tonight. But you try to write it down for later.
Mm-hmm.
So you name triangles by a little triangle. You just draw one like that. And you put that in front of the 3 vertices. So let's say I had a triangle like this. This is A, that's a vertice. B is a vertice, and C is a vertice.
So for planes, we always want to pick the least amount. For lines, it's 2, and for...
I could have named this triangle BAC. So you could have named it CAB. Does it? Okay, so you could say HEK. What made you want to say, Blair? What'd you say? EKH? HKE? Yeah, you could have done that. Make sure you had the little triangle there.
Or you could label this I and upper Q.
In geometry, hopefully you figured this out, that you're given information up front. So you're always going to be given some information. And basically you're getting a lot of clues.
Mm-hmm.
Think of games you used to play or mystery games. You're getting clues to solve the problem. That's basically what geometry is. If you know this, then you know this because you have a clue.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody played the game Clue before?
Yes, that's my favorite game.
And you try and solve, or if you go to like the breakout rooms? So obviously there's type. So now we're going to talk about naming angles. And this is part of your homework. So hopefully you know that you have an acute angle. You can have an obtuse angle. And you can have a right angle.
Mm-hmm.
When you see M and then this symbol, this means measure of angle, and I'm just going to say A. So for an acute angle, it's going to be less than 90 degrees.
Right.
For an obtuse angle, the measure of an angle, let's just say A again, is greater than 90 degrees, but the measure of the angle is less than 180.
Okay.
So what do you think of a right angle? So a right angle always uses that symbol. That symbol stands for 90 degrees.
Just to recount,
Yep.
for an acute angle, X or you know the difference because
It's because it's always going to be between the M angle and then the letter.
okay.
So measure of an angle. Enough. You should know that an angle is formed by two non-collinear rays. So let me write that bigger. I'm just going to draw a picture. So this is an example of an angle.
Right.
So you have
Two non.
ray BA and you have ray BC.
Okay.
They're not on the same line. And B is known as your vertex.
Right, because it's the intersection point.
Mm-hmm. Because it's the common endpoint. Remember rays have an endpoint?
Mm-hmm.
So you have ray BA and you have ray BC. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about those two things, those three things. So angles you have to name in a specific way. So how many angles do you see here?
One.
One. So you can name this angle angle B because there's only one angle. You could name it A, B, C. Or you could name it C, B, A.
What about BAC?
You couldn't name it because, so what if I had this? So you can take a minute and draw this. So I have an E here, A. You don't have to draw if you don't want to, it's up to you. How many angles do you in that picture?
I think I see an EA, EB, EC, and ED, which is 4 angles.
It's actually 6.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're close. Good guess. So you said EAB, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you see that one? You see that one? That's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have 4. Then you have 5. And then you have 6. So you actually have 6 angles.
So just all the ways they can connect.
Yep, in this picture. So since you have 6 angles, you cannot call this, cannot call angle E. You cannot do that.
You
Because
have to say angle.
so I have this, and usually you label angles with kind of like an arc. So if I said, use a different color, this red one right here. Sorry, my lines are not. How would I name that angle? There's 3 possible ways. I'm sorry, 2 possible ways.
Bed
Okay, so you can call it angle BED
or Deborah
or Deb.
or Debbie.
There is.
Oh,
What if you got something like this? So I'm going to draw a line,
wow.
and then I'm going to start here. I'm going to go up to here.
The fish.
So this is A,
It's a star holding up a line.
this is B, this is C, this is F, D, G, H,
What about E?
E. I was getting there.
A, B, C.
What is that?
It's called a starfish holding up a line.
So do you think you see any angles in this picture?
I
Yeah,
do.
lots.
There's
So
one.
if I said,
You have AC and D.
You have BE.
so if I'm going to put a 1 here,
EBD.
because this is what you'll see sometimes on your homework as well.
Mhm.
You'll see numbers. So if I had said angle 2, what could you call angle 2? You see, oops, angle bisectors. Who knows the definition of a bisector?
Well, bi is the root for 2.
Right.
I guess a sector would be a section, so a 2 section.
Yeah, it separates it into 2 different sections. So I'm just going to draw a picture to explain. So you have a line, you have P, you have Q, you have R. This picture down here is an opposite ray. because you have ray QP and you have ray QR. Q is the common endpoint. Let's say I have a ray here, and I call that T.
Right?
So I'm going to give you that ray QS. So ray QS bisects
Ray
The plane.
QT.
with the angle
Oh.
PQT.
Oh, the angle PQT.
So does everyone
so
see how
ray QS it bisects the
Angle.
P-
PQ,
Okay,
PQT? So that means that this angle is congruent to this angle, and you mark it like that. That means those two angles are the same. You just split them in half.
You're killing me.
So think about that picture a minute. So let's say I said that PQS equals 4x plus 14. Okay? And then angle PQT equals 60 degrees. So this black angle right here equals 60 degrees. How would I find
30.
this x right here?
What's 30 times 60?
What'd you get?
30?
Okay, so the angle is going to equal 30, but what is the value of x?
4.
It's 4.
Wait, what?
Because you said half of 60 is 30, right? He
Where
said
is
x is 4. So I can set 4x plus 14 equal to 30.
And you 14 minus.
Because you guys
30.
said this side was 30, right here, right?
So real quick,
So because they're congruent, I can set them equal to each other.
so we were given the equation.
So Andrew already solved it. X equals 4.
Okay.